so perfect standing there, my American.
But things are getting a little bit interesting online between these two, and we have all the details. I'm Kaylon Alari, and this is Celebrity Obsessions. So the Expose Me trend on TikTok is kind of a craze, and it's getting way out of hand if you're gonna ask me. So if you're not aware, the trend grants whomever, I cannot speak today, the trend grants whomever is specified to roast whoever is the subject of the TikTok. So if I go, oh, Brianna, Michelle, y'all have, 30 minutes to roast me, then you guys can go in the comments and be like, oh, like Kaylana doesn't brush her teeth, for like once a week, Kaylana doesn't brush her hair, stuff like that. And so basically, it's kind of like a fun thing between friends to do, but people are kind of scared that it's gonna eventually ruin someone's career,
Yeah. I mean, I feel like this is, I feel like with all the social media and the comments and the culture of everything right now, without this little expose me trend, it kind of happened already. Mm-hmm. So now that this is like out there and being looked at as a fun thing, like I feel like things are about to pop off. Like things are about to get real. Yeah. Who knows? Cancel culture, I don't know, coming for these people.
Yeah.
But after Kio gave permission for people to expose him, apparently Vinny Hacker and Riley Hupita
Don't drag her, guys. Don't drag her.
Don't come from a show. We love her. I'm sorry, Riley. Can't say her last name. God bless. But apparently they came for him hard. They came for Kio, and they were like, we're about to spill the tea. Mm-hmm. And what Vinny said about Kio is that apparently he uses his dog to like lure in girls, which I mean people could say is creepy, but at the same time it's like it's one of the oldest tricks in the book. I mean, walking down the street, let's think of life before COVID. You see a cute dog, you're obsessed, you're gonna stop. It doesn't, and honestly, I can't tell you how many times even on hikes that I've stopped and talked to the person's dog, didn't say anything to them, didn't ask them their name.
For real?
I'm like, what's your dog's name? Is it a boy or a girl? I don't say anything to the person. It's like, I get what he's doing, he's smart, but apparently he's done it with a lot of girls. So he takes his little puppy out and attracts all the ladies, according to Vinny, just giggling with a little puppy. So, rumor has it, this expose me thing is getting real, so they're coming for Kio. So, I don't know, what do you guys think?
Yeah, I'm gonna be completely 100% honest. I think Kio's a player. Who said that? I think he's a player.
Honestly, yeah, he was called out for it multiple times by different people. Maybe this is true.
Even prior to this whole TikTok thing, like even prior to this expose me trend, like people already kind of had that idea.
Notion of him.
Yeah, and I mean other people kind of that were close with him, not naming names, kind of confirmed that as well. So this is just even taking it further, and it's a wild trend. I would never put myself in a position like this.
No.
Like I just couldn't. I don't know what people would say.
They went in though, like he said, y'all can expose me for 24 hours or like whatever the amount of time was, and they were just like, oh, say no more. They were like, oh, he does this, he does that, he does this, he does that. Like they took that opportunity and they ran with it. Like I know they were waiting for that.
Yeah, I don't know. And even if like it's a friend that's kind of exposing you, I don't know if I would trust them after that. Even if you do give them permission, it's just kind of like you're doing me dirty.
It's like there's some things that are like off limit. It's like, okay, I understand the trend is like it's fair game, like nothing, everything's on the table. But at the same time, it's like, what if someone tells like my deepest, darkest secret by accident? Yeah. But it's like I gave them permission to do that. So is it by, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it just kind of like, it kind of sets up a weird like boundary line. I don't know.
I feel like they're gonna fully expose people, whether they're friends or not, because this like the fact that it's a trend is giving people permission to do that. Essentially, they could have always exposed one another. Obviously, it's not cool or the right thing to do. But now, since it's like a thing and a trend, and it's like, hey, are you gonna do it to me? Am I gonna do it to you? I feel like they're like, it's gonna get real. It's just gonna keep getting real.
I'm waiting. I'm like waiting for like someone to like Griffin Johnson. Does anyone have any tea on him? Like I don't know. I'm waiting. I have TikTok rooms notifications on, ready. That's my daily paper, so I'm excited to see what mess is gonna come out of this.
She ready.
Okay, so guys, this is where it gets real juicy. Riley comments, who's still not over his ex? Oh yeah, you, slanted face. And honestly, guys, she did not hold back. Olivia, who is Kio's ex and presumably who this comment was about, commented, I, ... And so I kind of think the whole situation is a little bit funny. He can't be mad because he did tell people to do it. But again, it's like, oh, like what if someone just was like, under my Instagram post, like, oh, like you used to love your ex. Like, dang, like you had to go there?
Like what you're saying, some things are off limits, but are they? Like this is
clearly it's like not, but it's the moral, like in my head I'm like, don't do that, you
Right,
know? Like,
right.
Ex, no.
Right, and Olivia actually came into Hollywire. If you're from the TikTok room, you know. If you know, you know. And she basically said that, you know, her and Kio didn't work out because he was unfaithful. Do I believe that? That's neither here nor there. My opinion on that does not matter.
But what is it?
Anyways, so yeah, child. Anyways, so I really, I don't know. Like, I kind of just want them to get to a place where I feel like there's just a lot of animosity and beef still between them because they kind of subtweet each other and you know what I mean? Like they kind of like subliminally talk about one another, and so I just kind of want them to get to a place where they're kind of like, okay, like whatever, like it is what it is, you know?
Well, have they like recently directly spoken to one another? They just keep like chirping.
So they didn't talk to one another, but Olivia actually tweeted something about, you know, like, oh, like missing people, you know? And then Kio tweeted a couple hours after, if you miss someone, just tell them, like let them know.
Yeah. So I'm
The tea is being spilled.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I'm gonna jump into that a little bit more because number one, the beef, the drama, I cannot. But yeah, so as you said, you know, Olivia Ponton, you know, takes to Twitter to post, in quotes, I miss you, and like a few hours later, Kio tweets that if you miss them, text them, literally what you just said. Chances are they are probably missing you too. And so this, like, I was totally like stalking like the tweets and like what everyone had to say, and on like TikTok room as well. And people were just like what? Like, you know, what is going on here? And they were wondering if these two, you know, were subtweeting each other and if there was like a possible relationship in the works. But aside from, you know, the fans rooting for these two to work it out, others have their like own opinions. You know, there's fans that say like, you know, I do want them to work it out, or there's other people that are like, no, this is not gonna work out. Like Olivia did this, or like Kio did this. Like it's just such a toxic thing, and I feel like we will never fully know the story. So it's like hard to put my own opinion on it because like I don't know what like literally went on. But at the end of the day, as long as they are happy and like, you know, doing their own thing, being respectful, like that's like totally fine in my book. But obviously y'all have other like opinions you guys are very like strong about. I personally feel really bad for Olivia in that situation because like you were saying, you know, people were dragging this poor girl through the mud for like her experience, and it's like, again, no one knows what happens behind closed doors. No one knows what happens, you know, when the TikTok app turns off. Not even me. I'm sitting here, you know, talking my stuff. I don't know anything. I'm just here for the drama of it all. But I definitely feel really bad for that poor girl. Like, again, she got dragged through the mud, but at the same time, you know, she said he was being a little bit unfaithful. And then everyone dragged her, everyone made fun of her. And then like a month later, he was like being seen with different girls like every other week. And I'm not saying he can't have girl friends, but I don't know, like it looks a little sketch. It looks sketch. I don't know. I have no other choice but to believe her, but
The thing is like there is so much back and forth between the two of them, and it's so indirectly but directly at the same time that it's keeping everybody talking about them.
Yes.
You know, it's keeping everybody going like, what the heck is going on between them? So, big ups to the both of them.
Yeah, and
Because they're keeping it like, who knows? Like maybe they actually are really chill, and they're like, let's just keep it going because it's keeping our names out there. People are still really mysterious and curious about us, right? But who knows? Like maybe they're homies. Like
And-
maybe they're chill with each other.
Yeah, and that's another thing too, you know, like there's so much back and forth and people are always in the comments like, why are you guys still talking about them? Like they're not together, blah, 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 blah. But it's like, it's what the people want to see.
Yeah.
Because clearly you're here, you're watching it. So it's interesting, you know, regardless of what's going on with them personally, it's interesting to talk about.
Yeah,
you know?
and I feel like people, because of the constant back and forth and kind of like whatever this relationship is between them, friendship, I don't know, they just want to know the truth. I think that's what it is in the end. Like, what happened? We want to know. We just want to know the facts.
Like, there's so much mystery behind them. It's just everyone just kind of wants to get down to the end root of it. Like, okay, either you guys are like chill, like you're civil with one another, or like you guys don't like each other, you don't speak anymore, you don't speak of each other anymore, and like both are fine, you know.
We just want to know.
We just want to know. We just want the tea. Yeah. So, I mean, what do you guys think? Do you guys like wish or like hope that, you know, like they kind of not necessarily get back, but like they just like rekindle something, or like they're civil, or they're just like better off either as friends or by themselves?
I don't know. What do you think, Rihanna, honestly?
Well, what do I think, honestly? Who cares what I think, right? No, but I don't know what I feel because I don't know everything that happened. Like I said, I don't know the truth. I don't know if he was really being unfaithful. I don't know what she did on the end of their relationship. So I don't know. I mean, obviously, I'm being optimistic, and I would hope that
They were cute.
they were really cute.
Together.
Like,
They looked good together.
Yeah, they did look cute, but yeah, I'm not gonna like wish no one would get back to, unless like I knew something was super toxic. Like, you know, I know for a fact, but
yeah,
you know, things can happen, and they're still young. Like we've talked about that with a lot of TikTokers. Like they're young, and things can happen. Like life happens, people grow and learn from mistakes, and so it could possibly be a thing.
Right. I mean, I don't know. I don't know if I will just blankly say I want to see them back together or not. I hope that they're civil. That's what I hope for. I hope that they're, you know, respectful to one another. But I think what I would like out of all this is like for them to just come out and be like, yo, this is what happened. Or this is our relationship. Like, I just want to know the truth. That's all. Just because I'm curious. But it is their prerogative to keep their business to themselves. But we're all curious.
Totally. Most definitely.
Yeah, we're all talking about it. We're all like over here on the celebrity.
What is a duck? Is that a duck?
Okay, what?
We got ducks talking about it too, guys.
We got
Anyways,
some Donald Duck.
we really hope this trend has a positive side and also allows for Olivia and Kio to work things out. We're wishing them nothing but the best, guys. I'm Kaylana Lari. Make sure you keep it right here at Hollywire for more of your celebrity obsessions.